What's up, guys? It's your boy Ricky Ross, back with another video. I want to say thank you to everybody out there that's watching my video. I truly appreciate it. And for those of you out there who don't know who I go by Ricky Ross, Amazon Germany seller. Been doing this for quite some time, and I do offer a mentorship program. If you're interested, my email will be in the description down below. Awesome. We're going to jump into this video. The video is about Amazon Seller Dashboard, Amazon Seller Central Dashboard for beginners. So once Amazon gives you access to your Seller Central Dashboard, I know a lot of people are overwhelmed with the amount of information. All the buttons, all the menus are just flashing left and right. You don't know what's what. It's just going left and right. You're confused. This video is definitely for you, how to navigate through it, know exactly what you need, what you don't need. You don't need all these menus. You don't need all the settings. Just have that in mind. I use the dashboard, and there are some menus I haven't even touched in years. I don't know what they do. I don't care to know what they do. There's certain menus that I use regularly. Those are the ones I concentrate on. And that's exactly what you need to do. Focus on the ones that you need and don't worry about the ones that you don't need. Okay, guys? So we're going to jump into my computer. I'm going to try to make the video as short as possible, but it's always difficult to do that. I'm not going to go into super details, or else we'll be here all day, because the menu, Amazon dashboard is huge. It's got different menus and they keep changing and adding. That's the crazy part about it. Okay, guys, so come along. Let's take a look at it together. Awesome, guys. So I'm sharing my entire screen here. So once you log into your Amazon Seller Central dashboard, the first thing you see obviously is this overwhelming dashboard, but some of you might not see what I am seeing. I'm going to try to break down the menus first. Now, where is the menu? The menu is just 3 lines here, 1, 2, 3. If you click on it, it says menu, and you can see it right here. Now, here is basically how the Amazon menu system works. So here it has catalog, inventory, pricing, orders, advertising, stores, growth, reports, payments, performance, apps and services, B2B brands, and then, of course, learn. I'm going to come back to this menu. I just wanted to show you where the menu was. Then you have this little circle right here is called the settings. This is basically where you can set your Amazon settings. So here you have the account info, global accounts, notification preferences, the login settings, the return settings, gift options, shipping settings, tax settings, user permission. If you want to give somebody access to your Amazon, this is where you come to. You click on the user permissions here, and user permissions history, just like it says, it's a history. Your info and policies, fulfillment by Amazon, and then of course you can click log out here to log out of the system. Here, this what looks like an envelope is where you go to check your email. You can click here, it'll take you to see all your emails. Here is where you can change your language. You can have, of course, Deutsch, English, Japanese, Chinese, Turkish, all the languages that Amazon offers is right here. And then here's a help menu. So get help and resources is basically where you go to get help from Amazon, or let's say you trying to reach Amazon, you can actually click here and it takes you there. And of course, the managed support cases is cases that you already have open. You can click here to see the status. Cool. Now here you can see some what they call or they are menus, but I've already I'm the one that put them there. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to put, these are your shortcuts, like if you want to have your menus here, let me click on edit here first of all. So for example, if I don't want this customer review to be here, I'll just let's say close it, and like this menu that says product opportunity, I'll just exit out. I don't use, okay, let's say I want to just take away payments, tax document library. I'm just going to remove them all and show you guys how you can put this menus here. They're called, I call them short cut menus, but Amazon, I forget what they call them. I can't think of it now. So basically, in order for you to, as you can see, it's all blank now. So rather than keep going to your menu, and let's say you want to add a product, you always add products, you can simply click on this little box here, and it adds that menu to your favorite bar. That was the word I'm looking for. So if I click outside, you see it's added it to this favorite bar here, add products. Okay. So previously, I'm going to close this out first. Previously, let me save this for now. Okay, cool. So Amazon even tells you here, add your favorite pages by clicking on this little icon in the navigation menu. This is the navigation menu. So most times I usually work with manage all inventory. So I want to put it in my favorite bar. Okay. And then I also work with reports, tax document libraries. I want that in my favorite bar. And sometimes I work with payments in my favorite bar. Sometimes I want to see the account health in my favorite bar. So I'm just going to click on this little menu to put the account health in my favorite bar. And sometimes, I add products. So I'm going to go under catalog and add this add products menu to my favorite bar. And also sometimes I manage orders. So I want to have this manage orders in my favorite bar. What else do I need here? Let me see. Fulfill, no, here, tax document. Okay. Under growth, yeah, maybe sometimes I just like to play around with some of those menus, and I just want to add them to my favorite bar. Okay. So basically, what I've done here now is I've added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 products to my favorite bars. So if I don't want anything, or if I want to move it around, I could just grab it and maybe move this to the end and play around with it. Or if I don't want something, I can just X out of it. Okay. So that's just how you add things to your favorite bar. It makes it easier and quicker for you to work with your Amazon. Okay, so now we're going to look at some of the icons we have here. So Amazon breaks it into sections, right? You have the key metrics here. So you have sales. So it shows here today so far, I have 1,200 euros in sales. And this is where Amazon shows you, if you click on that little icon or little arrow, it can show you how many sales you've had for the day. Okay. And if you have the Europe account, you'll see it this way. And if you're selling in other European countries, it breaks it down to what you sold in each country. Okay. And you can also, if you want to check what you sold in the last 7 days, Amazon breaks it down. Or if you want to see it in the last 30 days, Amazon breaks it down. And then you can see here, it breaks down the total amount, total sales amount you have for the whole month, or for the past 30 days rather, and how many units you had. Then it breaks it down per country, what you have per country. Okay. I want to take it back to the day. So, and another thing, you can do it as a table or as a graph. Okay. So you can switch it around like that if you want, but I prefer the table. so that way I can see it better. Then you have this open orders, right? So here it shows that I have FBM on shipped order. I have 14 orders, okay? And then it says FBM pending, meaning I have 4 orders that are pending, meaning that people, there are hopefully 4 customers who are trying to buy something but have not paid for it. That's why it's pending. So that's what FBM pending is. And then you also have FBA pending. There are 71 orders that Amazon is yet to collect the money and they're pending. Okay, that's what that means. Then the ad impressions. So I'm doing a little bit of ad. I'm not doing a lot. So it shows that I had 989 sponsored products impression. So I've got 8 products sponsored at the moment, and my click-through rate is about 0.81%. So they're just showing me, quick review or overview here. If I want to go deeper, I go to the campaign manager and see it. Now, stores is pretty explanatory. It just shows you how many stores you have. It says 16, but I'm in the Europe store, so I only focus on the European stores. Of course, there's North America, there's Asia, and then in North America, you have the United States, Canada, Mexico. Asia, you have Japan and Australia. And of course, there are more stores like Saudi Arabia and UAE, but it doesn't show all the stores. Now, here we have buyer messages. So whenever you have messages from your buyers, Amazon shows you a quick um, not number here to show how many messages you have. So I have 9 messages. Wow, that's a lot. So here I have response needed. It shows me that I have 2 messages from 2 customers in Germany that I need to respond to this message. And Amazon usually gives about I think 24 hours for you to respond. Actually 48 hours, but you normally should respond within 24 hours so as not to put your what we call your SLA in trouble. But you have 24 hours to respond to this messages. I have 2 messages in Germany, 1 in France, and then here I have 6 messages in Germany, and it says reported on resolved. What that means is that there are 6 problems which I have with 6 different customers, and basically the customers do not like the resolution I offered. So that's why it's still unresolved. So I have to go back there and maybe offer something or write them a different message in order to resolve that issue. So that's how you see those messages there. Now you have your total balance. So this is basically what total balance you have in the currency you have it in. So it shows it per country, what your total balance is for each country. And this is usually, of course, for the, it doesn't tell you the period, but it's usually for whatever month you're in, up to the, it basically doesn't break it down here, but it just gives you a total balance. And then there's another place you go to look deeper into it, but we're not going to go into that. Now, the feature offer percentage. Okay, this is how much buy box you have. So it shows you that I have 53% of the buy box. So let's take a look. It says in UK, I have 3% of the buy box there. In Germany, I have 67% of the buy box there. France, 27%, Spain, 37%, Italy, 49%, and so on and so forth. You get the picture here. So it just breaks down. In the past 30 days, I had 1% here, 41%, 9%, and the numbers just tells you how many percentage of the buy box you had. The higher this number is, the more sales you're definitely going to get. If you're featured offer, meaning that you're getting majority of the buy box, The higher it is, the better it is for you, the better sales you have. Then here is the account health, and it shows I have one store at risk. Oops, I had this open. It shows I have one store at risk and I need to resolve that. So I haven't resolved it yet. I'm still trying to resolve it. But every other store is healthy, as you can see. And this is where you can see your healthy stores. And if you click on it, it'll take you to that store and it'll tell you the reason why it's at risk. Then here you have seller feedback. Okay. So it's now seller feedback is a feedback on your shop, not on the product. So it shows that I have 4.2%, and I've had 12 feedback counts. I think that's in the past year, or since the beginning of the year, I think. I have to check that again, guys. Not quite sure, but basically it's telling me in Germany I have 8 feedbacks, that's reviews on my store, and I'm at 4.3% star. In France, I have 3 feedbacks and I got 5-star. Then Spain, I had a 1-star, which is terrible. And where else? Okay, so that's it. The other countries, I don't have any feedback. So I got to work on that so I can get, the more feedback I get, the more it helps the store, of course. But, it's just a working process. You got to keep working on it as much as you can. Okay, cool. So the next option here they give you is actions. Okay, so whenever you log into your Amazon, always check here, always check this. Okay, it says I have 14 orders to ship. This is FBM. I have to ship this out. Okay, I have to click here. Once you click here, it takes you and you'll see how all the different orders that you have to ship out. Then here it says I have 2 messages that are under the 24-hour target, so I still have time to respond to that. And then here it says I have open return requests, meaning that I have 19 returns. Okay, so I have 19 customers that are looking to either return, and some of them have sent it, or some of them are requesting for the shipping labels for them to send it. So I'm going to attend to that soon. Then communications, guys. You have the Amazon seller forum. Here, if you were to, let's go into it a little bit, click on, let's say, read more. It shows you here, gosh, let's see, did I click on the right spot? Yes. So a customer, okay, they're clownfish. Let's see what he's talking about here. The good thing is you can use your browser to translate and pretty much look into what the discussion is. So there's a discussion going on here. Let me see. Let me click on another discussion. Okay, this is much better. Cool. So basically, here's the seller forum is a place where sellers go to kind of like vent/complain to Amazon. And as they type whatever issues they have in the seller forum, anybody can respond, meaning other sellers who've had the same experience can respond and give their own idea on how to resolve a problem. Or sometimes Amazon themselves can respond to some of the questions or concerns some of the sellers here have. So it's a good tool to have. Sometimes you reach out to Amazon, you can't get an answer. You can come here to the seller forum and you can start a new discussion if that discussion doesn't already exist. To start it, post your question or post your, whatever it is you want to discuss. Just post it and then hopefully somebody will respond to it. So that's what the seller forum is all about. Okay. Then if we scroll down some more, we have the seller poll. Yeah, Amazon always does this, so it's up to you if you want to participate. And then they have announcements here. This is for brands and news. They always have news and then notifications. So here's where you see what's going on, the latest regulations. Okay, always always try to read this, because you'll see lots and lots and lots of new regulations always popping up. So try to read this notifications that Amazon has here. So now you have this recommendations. So here, Amazon is asking me to improve the image on one of my listings. And then here they want me to match featured offer. They want me to match featured offer, meaning somebody has the buy box and they pretty much want me to change my price to match the featured offer. Okay. They're saying my price is $22.11, and then the featured offer is $21.91. But I'm not going to touch it because it's close, and I'll definitely get some sales off that anyways, because it's within €1, €2, so it's not a big difference. And here they're asking me to help grow sales. I have a potential sales lift over the next 90 days of €531.41. So I need to review by clicking the recommendation to see what they are recommending that I do. Okay. One more thing here, guys. They're asking me to create an A/B experiment. For those of you who are not yet brand owners, you wouldn't have this option. Only if you're a brand owner that you would see this. So they're asking me to do an A/B experiment. So here they're asking me to restock this product, okay, restock inventory. Here they see another product I have that has growth potential, and it's can be lifted by the amount they say here, and they have a recommendation. They want me to take a look at it. Here they say I have some listings that can be listed globally. Okay, I can click on it and see the international, manage international listings. For some items, they will show me. And then they want me to restock inventory. So I have some inventory that I can restock. It says unit sales in the last 7 days is 152. Sales in the last 7 days is this. Lost sales in the last 7 days, 182 units. So if I restock, this is what I look to gain in sales. So I need to restock. If I click on restock, they're going to take me and show me where or which products they're talking about. Then here they want me to improve sales. Okay. I have 36 available recommendations. And if I follow their recommendation, the estimated potential sales lift is about 1,000 plus euros. Then here they said I have what we call an increase in repeat sales. They have a recommendation. I should click on the recommendation and see. And then they have a product that I can enroll to FBA. They say if I enroll it to FBA, it has a potential sales lift of about almost $1,000. Then they want me to boost the product awareness here, and they want to give me a review recommendation. And here they want me to use MCF for all orders. This pertains to customers in the UK. Okay, MCF, I think it's about customers in the UK. And then here's tutorials and training. So it's pretty explanatory. You'll just visit Seller University and you'll see what they're talking about. And here they have one hidden. So they want me to match a competitive price here. They're telling me that the price plus delivery is 22 plus. My price is €22 plus 4. Meanwhile, the competitive price is €10.75. Oh well, I'm not worried about that. I'll just keep that like that. So in a nutshell, we just randomly went through all the boxes. Now, let's go to the settings first. Settings, yeah. So if you go to settings, you're going to see the first option you have here is your account info. Now, when you go to your account info, you want to click on it real quickly. Accounts info brings you here. And here it shows that my USA account is not active. It's always in red. If you see something in red here, it means that you need to check it and see what Amazon is saying. So you need to click on it, but it's related to the United States, so I'm not too worried about that for now. Now here we have the account overview. I have the store info, payment information, business information, shipping and returns information, tax information, account management. Guys, I'm not going to click through every one of them because already the video is long enough. And I don't want to go through each menu, but I was just trying to show you what the account info brings you to. Okay. Then if we go back to the menu, you have the global accounts. This is one of those menus that you don't really need to go into. Then you have the notification preferences. You don't have to go into here. This is one of those menu settings that you don't really need to touch. Then you have your login settings. Once again, a setting that you really don't need to touch because once you've created your login details, you don't need to go back here unless there's any reason for you to change your password. Then you can go here and change it. Return settings, same thing. You set this in the beginning of your Amazon, and once you do it, unless you move and let's say you're in a new apartment or new house and you need to change your address, you could go here and go to return settings and click on it and change it. Gift options, once again, one of those settings that I don't even touch at all. Then shipping settings. Okay, now shipping settings is something that if you're going to be doing FBA, I'm going to click on shipping settings. If you're going to be doing FBM, you're going to need to know how to set your shipping templates. So I have different shipping templates, okay? And this shipping template is mostly for, this is for Germany. But if you're also selling in other countries like France, Spain, you need to change your store, change it from Germany, okay, to that country. Let's say if it's Italy, switch it to Italy and then go there and change your shipping settings for that country. Because once you change it, if I change this shipping templates, if I set my price for shipping templates, it only affects Germany. Okay, it doesn't affect France, Italy, or Spain. Okay, so that's that. That's the shipping temp, and then the tax settings. Once again, if you're in Europe, you will need to definitely add your VAT numbers here. VAT calculation settings, I don't really touch that. You don't need to touch that. But once you go into add VAT numbers, you're going to add your VAT number, and Amazon will walk you through what you need to set up there. Then you have the user permission. Now, user permission is if you're going to hire somebody like a VA, a virtual assistant, to maybe help you keep track of, let's say, your orders or anything. You can pretty much come here and add the user. So like I have two virtual assistants here. You can add them. Once you add them, you'll have to come back and then edit what we call their user permission. Okay. And here is where Amazon then gives you, let me cancel this. I'm not going to change anything, but let's go back into it. So what this allows you to do is basically it allows you to give that person permission to do certain things in certain areas of your Amazon account. So you give them permission to, let's say, if you want them to build your brand, you give them the permission to only see that. Let's say I want them to handle my campaign, for example, in let's say Germany. So I just click there and you can see I give that person permission to handle my campaign management in those countries. So this is how you give people permission to do certain things inside your Amazon account. You can also deprive them of certain things, but this is basically where you go to do that. So we're going to cancel here and go back to settings, and that's the user permission. And then the user permissions history is pretty explanatory. And then your info and policies. Now here is basically where you can put information about you, the seller. Okay, you can write whatever you want about yourself here. You could put your logo if you want to. You can, if you have a logo, you can upload your logo, and then your returns and refunds. If you have a returns and refund policy, you can put it here. Although Amazon already has that, but you can put yours. So these are all the menus that you can go through. You could even do a FAQ. You could, if you have questions that a lot of people tend to ask a lot, you could do a FAQ in here, and that way the customers already see the FAQs if they have questions, frequently asked questions. Okay. Now, the fulfillment by Amazon, we're not going to go deep into it, but basically is a setting that you need to do once you get your Amazon account. And this is one of the um, settings that I go through with a lot of my students. So once again, I do offer mentorship. If you're interested, everything that I'm teaching you here, I go into more details in my mentorship. So like there are lots of settings here that you definitely need to enable or disable that we go through. So that's part of the things that we offer in the mentorship program. Okay. So that was it for the settings. Now we go to the help. Help is pretty explanatory. Like I said, if you need to get help, I have a video on how to reach out to seller support, and that video explains this in details. And then if you have a case already open with them, you click on manage support cases, it will take you there. Now the menu. Now, once again, guys, I'm going to stress that a lot of people don't need to know or use all the menus here. For example, the apps and services. Unless you are into, let's say, app development, or you have somebody developing an app for you, you're not going to need this menu. You're not going to need to touch this menu at all. And then you have B2B, which is business to business. Um, you can, if you're selling some products that are some B2B, you can go into this, but most times you don't need to go into it. Then brands, if you're not a brand, if you're not doing private label, you're not even going to, I think you're not going to see this menu. It's strictly for those people who have brands on Amazon, registered brands on Amazon. But the learn is basically what I told you is the seller university. If you click on the seller university, it just shows you questions, like it goes into more details about everything I'm talking about here. Then performance, yeah, your account health, your feedback manager, A to Z guarantee claims, chargeback claims, performance notifications, voice of the customer. Once in a while, you could just check these things out, but it's not something that you should frequently, or you will frequently need to go into. Payments, yeah, most people want to see how much money they're getting. So yeah, you can go into it. Just go into it and just play around with it. It's not so difficult. Now reports, yeah, this is very essential if you're going to be doing, well, if you're not if you're going to be doing, you are going to need this. Now here you have your business report. Amazon summarizes like your sales and things here, and FBA, fulfillment by Amazon. Here they just simply show you some of the things that you're doing if you have stock in the fulfillment by Amazon warehouse. Advertising reports, just like it says, if you're advertising, they'll give you a report here. Then your return reports, if you have returns, it gives you a return report. Custom reports, I'm not sure what that is. I've never really used this. And this is one of those things I talk about. You're not going to need every single thing here. Inventory, if you have inventory in Amazon, then this is where you see where everything is. Tax document, you'll definitely need this tax document. In fact, let's go into it real quickly. So basically, whenever you have invoices from Amazon, this is where you're going to get them. This is seller fee invoices. These are invoices from Amazon to you. You need to make sure that you visit this every end of the month or at least first of the month, because you need Amazon, although now they're very late on sending you your invoices, you must visit this every beginning of the month. So you can download all your invoices from Amazon. I'm going to make a different video going deeper into seller fee invoices, because a lot of people don't know or don't tend to know that they need to have this invoices from Amazon for especially for their VAT reports. Okay. Now let's go back to the menu. And we were in, I think, reports. Like I said, you definitely need to have the tax document. This you should always visit at least first of the month. Manage taxes. I don't know why they have this. I'm going to click on it. It's not how it sounds. You're not going to manage your taxes here in Amazon. FR shared economy, Luxembourg, Excel, and Amazon statement related to DAC. Well, these are documents that I sent to Amazon. So the title "managed taxes" is very, lack of a better word, not deceiving, but misleading. These are just documents that you gave to Amazon. It's not a document that you need. So I don't know why they call it managed taxes, but these are some of the menus that you don't really need to dive into. And then manage your VAT. Okay. Yes. Let's see here what it takes us to. Okay, so basically here, if you have VATs from other countries, this is where you would see them. But once again, you don't need this menu or need to play or go into that menu. Only for those who have VAT in different countries. And now Amazon doesn't offer that service anymore, so you're probably not going to need that at all. This was when they offered that service. So like I said, a lot of the menus here you will not need. Like manage your EPR. This is where you need to put your LUCID number. So you just click on it and just see and just play around with it. Selling economics and fees. You can click on it and just play around with it, but they're not menus that you desperately need, guys. Growth. Amazon gives you this set of menus. Just go into it and play around with them. Once again, they're not menus that you necessarily need, but they're very helpful. Very helpful. Stores. If you have more than one store, you can go here and manage the stores. But once again, you don't need that. Advertising. If you are doing private label, then you'll definitely need to use quite a lot of these menus because it helps. And then of course orders, so you can manage your orders. I don't know what create MCF order is. I haven't played around with that, but your order reports, manage invoice, order, upload order related files, manage returns, manage safety claims. Some of this, most of the time, you're just going to be playing around with manage orders. That's mostly what I play around with here. I don't touch anything else here. Pricing. Okay, so once again, guys, you could just go, just check it out. But I don't touch a lot of this menus. Inventory. Okay, so here, once again, I always click on manage all inventory, manage seller fulfilled products, sell globally, automotive, where you see automotive fitments. I have never gone into that menu before because it has something to do with automotive, autos. And of course, you have your FBA dashboard, inventory, shipments. Shipments, yeah, once if you're going to be shipping stuff to Amazon FBA, you can click here to see what's going on. Opportunity analytics, remote fulfillment. Just click on these things just to see what they are, but they're not menus that you use on a regular basis. Once again, the catalog, most of the times, if you need to join a listing, if you're doing, for example, if you're doing a wholesale method, you will definitely need add products. because once you come here, let's just grab an ASIN just to see. Let's, for example, I want to grab an ASIN. Just give me a second. Let me grab an ASIN and see if once I grab the ASIN and add it here, if I can join the listing. Okay, I'm going to copy. Yeah, okay. So here I want to see if I can, I'm going to see if I can join this listing. And now you see when I click add, Amazon shows the listing. And then I click on the listing. I say the condition is new and I want to sell this product. So it brings me to, let's see, it's working. Voila. So Amazon brings me here, and fortunate for me, I was not asked for any invoice. It simply brought me here. I can put my quantity, price, condition. If I click on fulfilled by Amazon, or Amazon will dispatch, it means I'll send it to Amazon and Amazon will ship it out to the customer, or I can ship it myself and then I ship to the customer if the customer buys from my listing. And then here, if I want to list in all these other countries, I put my prices here. And at the end here, I just click save and finish, and that's it. That's how you join an existing listing, okay? I did not create this listing. I simply joined it. That's all, guys. So I'm going to cancel because I don't want to join this listing. It was just an example. And I'm going to close this. So that's pretty much it, guys. Oops, it keeps bringing me back. I'll go back here. Good. So we're back to the dashboard. So in a nutshell, guys, that's the menu. So I hope I've been able to show you guys as quickly as I possibly can how the Amazon dashboard works. Like I said, a lot of the stuff you're not going to need, guys. So I wouldn't necessarily, let me stop sharing the screen, guys. I'm going to stop sharing, stop presenting. Okay. Great. So like I said, a lot of the things, a lot of the menus you're not going to need. Just don't worry too much about them. The ones that you use regularly, try to put them in your favorite bar like I showed you, and just slowly, gradually just play with it. Just you'll see over time which ones you use most of the time and which ones you don't, guys. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And I hope this helps somebody out there. Okay.